Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be doing a meditation so that you can basically be assisted in aligning yourself to your soul's purpose. Your soul carries a blueprint that is unique and can never be duplicated. It's important to remember your highest potential by removing limiting programming from your energy field. As you know, everything is energy. Imagine all the unseen energies that get accumulated into your energy field and into your subconscious mind that you don't even realize. You're operating from a different blueprint that doesn't belong to you. As a result, you may find yourself in roles that are disempowering and unfulfilling. So by clearing your energies of unhealed relationship patterns that keep you at bay from your soul's mission will help you accomplish your soul's purpose. By unlocking your greatest potential so that you can access deeper information connected to your intuitive gifts, which then allows you to take inspired action. As humans, we look at things in a linear way, but we are multidimensional beings. When you activate your soul blueprint, it connects you to your soul's purpose across dimensions and time. Make use of your free will to make shifts happen that you want from within, rather than looking to external healers for answers. Take a deep breath and settle into your energy. Forgive yourself if anything gets in the way of your thoughts, which distracts you from embodying your truth and aligning yourself. Connect to the heart and take deep breaths. Using your free will, call in the planetary consciousness of your light being, your ascended masters and gatekeepers, the Galactic Federation of Light, the Angelic Kingdom, planetary light beings, your star beings, beings of the highest order, rays of Elohim, connecting you to the central sun, the elemental kingdom, and all of your guides of the purest love and light. Acknowledge the support you are receiving from them and be grateful. Envision being in a healing chamber with these entities every time you need to recalibrate your energy. Amplify the question, what have I not forgiven myself for? To get rid of any blockages, we can ask to clear any past life interferences. Sometimes you feel connected to people you have just met. This is to do with living a parallel life. Vows are powerful, and you may say, I will never forgive myself or another person, or think of wedding vows. If you are not aligned with these vows, you will carry them to your next relationship. Ask to let go of any vows you have made in the past, both known and unknown, from past lives as well. Release any emotions coming up for you. Call in for clearing self-punishment or self-sabotage, anything you may not have allowed yourself, and if you were punished by others in society. Remove any trauma from this and past lifetimes for sharing your light, any persecution you may have suffered. Clear all the lines of self-punishment and breathe your energy to your heart center and feel it clearing of self-punishment. Call in for clearing self-judgment where you have been hard on yourself, where you believe you are in a place you should have been a long time ago. Humans tend to be in the energy of being a perfectionist and not good enough. This causes stagnation in the energy field. This can be applied to work or other relationships with people. Your soul has a readiness to shift, but you may find yourself repeating the same patterns of behavior and suffering the same problems. Remember, your soul is on a journey and there is no destination. Make the call to release the energy of the inner bully or any experience you have had being bullied by others in all of your lives, across dimensions, through every cell of your being. Call in the clearing of self-hatred. Think of where you have projected this on yourself or from others. Envision yourself receiving universal support. If you have hatred against males or females, release that throughout all time, through every cell of your being. Breathe in the throat center. Keep breathing deeply and lightly. Breathe out what no longer serves you across time and dimensions. Call in the activation of clearing addictions, drugs, food, self-image, distractions. Think of areas that you haven't forgiven yourself for these. They can turn into addictions. Anything that has numbed you from the truth, release them through every cell of your being across dimensions and time. Call in for the clearing of shame, guilt, and betrayal. Any of these that you have held against yourself, ask that they be released across all time and dimensions. Take deep breaths and release these from your heart. Call in for the activation of the identification of self. False identities or masks that you have been hiding behind that no longer serve you, and embodying your authentic self. Think of how false identities have affected you, taking a deep breath and let go. Call in for forgiveness of self. Breathe in all the areas you haven't forgiven yourself across times and space. Let these energies permeate through every cell of your being. Breathe out what no longer serves you with love, ease, and grace. Call for the activation of compassion for self, patterns and blocks that serve as hindrances and create suffering. Your shadow self are gifts for you to learn where you need to clear blockages and be more aligned. There is such a thing as compassion detachment. That means not getting triggered but observing. Lift yourself out of victimhood and needing to be rescued. Release these. Call in for the activation of allowance and acceptance of self. Breathe in love and acceptance and allowance where you haven't given yourself permission to shine and fulfill your life's purpose. Release as before. Call in for the activation of worthiness of self. If you haven't felt worthy, remove these energies across time and dimensions. Call in for the activation of trust and surrendering to your higher self. Letting go of belief systems of not trusting Source or yourself, as you are an extension of Source. This is related to having a negative ego that blocks you from expressing your divine gifts and talents. Ask these be released and surrendered to your higher self. Call in for the activation of grounding and being your divine self. If you carry resentment against yourself, making you feel like you don't want to be on the planet, release any death wishes when going through hardships. This energy gets stuck in your cell structure. Release any lack of self-fulfillment and any projections of death to self at all levels across time and dimensions. Release sadness, depression, or anger and replace them with love, ease, and benevolence through every cell of your being. Breathe in and release out any negativity. Call in for the activation of cosmic truth and universal wisdom, that is, connection to all that is. Call in for the activation of acceptance of light language. You hold a certain frequency when you talk, write, or dance. Imagine it as your radio station. Imagine the radio station being clear and static free. Your frequency can now align to your light language. You are releasing anything fake so that you can be assisted on your journey and navigation in life and be more in the knowing than the questioning. Calling for the activation of focus and clarity in your soul's mission. How do you see yourself providing your message to humanity? Ask that any mixed messages of your soul's mission can be realigned to bring about clarity. Call in for the activation of self-love and the gifts that you have, what you're good at. Release any beliefs whereby you may feel you don't have any support to use your gifts and manifest what you want in life. Breathe in deeply. Feel the energy so that you can integrate fully. Thank all of the beings of light that have assisted you here. When ready, you can open your eyes. Your physical body may feel tired or emotional as you are catching up to your soul activation. This practice allows you to shift energy and have a gentle integration of moving forward in your life.